Christmas in African societies is all about reunion, family, happiness, and getting together. In this film, How to Ruin Christmas, or rather series, we get to see how drama unfolds at family reunions, especially Christmas. We're also going to take a deeper dive into the production, who the actors are, and why this story could be very relatable to all of you who grew up in African societies. Hello and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Hakim. I'm a filmmaker, and this is where I talk about film-related stuff and also share some of my work. Today we're looking at a very unique, outstanding African Christmas series. You could call it a film if you like, but it's a series with 3 seasons, and my opinions are going to be based off the trailer, specifically season 2 trailer, because it's my favorite. And this series kind of reflects on what most African societies do during Christmas, which is usually family reunions. In African societies, we always, for the most part, at least I could speak from the Ugandan community where I grew up, where people head out to their families, could be beyond siblings, could be cousins, uncles, and aunties. So there's usually drama that unfolds, different characters show up, and different things usually unfold. And this film rotates around that drama at family reunions during Christmas, which is weird. So let's check out this trailer, and I'll be breaking it down for you as the trailer goes down, just so you know. This thing has been around since 2020. There's 3 seasons. They did one in the pandemic, season 1, and the other season 2020, 2021, and 2022. And I'll explain as to what I think as to why they didn't proceed with a season, maybe 4 or 5. Very interesting characters in this thing. It's based out of South Africa, and I like how they put it together. So we're going to take a look at the trailer as I break it down for you, how these situations were unfolding in season 2 specifically. All right, let's see season 2. And it's on Netflix, by the way, just so you know.
I am so happy to see you.
Yeah, I can't say the same.
So that's our lead actress, and always at family reunions or gatherings on Christmas, there's usually those characters that everyone is worried about. What are they going to do? What is she doing here? What is he doing here? What is he doing here? Basically, I'm trying to talk about those people that everyone worries about. There's always those characters in most families. There's always those people who are a bit controversial in a way, and sometimes maybe because they are not, the behavior is a little off. So this is our lead actress, and the entire season rotates around her. She's the one that ruins Christmas, always. And it's because she's just being herself. And it just happens that things don't play out well. So probably that's why the name is How to Ruin Christmas. So yeah, that's her. And yeah, let's proceed.
Is all this medication really necessary? She's got cancer.
Lalela angikwazi ukulala ngilinda ukufa ngeke ngibone ilizwe lengaphandle ngidingile usuku olulodwa nje kuphela ukuthi ngiphume kule ndawo.
It is a bad idea. Trust me, I have got a PhD in bad ideas.
I'm my last hope.
Exactly. She has a PhD in bad ideas. There's always those people that break the rules. Sometimes breaking the rules is not a bad thing. Sometimes, you break the rules here and there, not everything has to be. But the problem is that in this season, grandma has been under lockdown on medication for some time. And that is her grandma, of course. But then the host has kept her under lockdown for a while. And then she breaks her out. Days before Christmas. She's off medication because the older we grow, the more naughty we get. I've seen this firsthand. And usually senior members don't want to take the medication in a way because they feel like, no, I used to grow up without, all this kind of stuff. Why are you giving me this medication? So this is where things start to unfold in season 2.
Fine.
Do you guys see what's happening? He's taking grandma on a party, if you like. They go up, takes her to a casino and everything. You remember, she's not used to that hype. And this is where things starts to unfold. Things starts to go south in season 2. Boom. There you go. Everybody knows that it's her fault. And this is where things start to, instead of a reunion, it turns into a funeral, which gets, it's funny. It's sad, but at the same time, the way it unfolds, it's very comic. And the way the drama unfolds and the way all these characters react to the situation is very dramatic and very fun to watch.
Here we go again.
And there's this uncle. This uncle is very superstitious, and this is our host of the entire reunion / Christmas and all that stuff. He's a rich guy. Definitely can host all these people, because not everyone can host a big number of relatives on a Christmas. So he's rich. He has a big house, fancy. And there's uncle, we have uncle superstition. Uncle superstitious. He likes to be superstitious. He believes in a lot of those superstitious things. So he pops up at the reunion too as well. And he's so annoying. I mean, when you watch that thing, you get what I mean. He's a very annoying character because he believes in certain things that nobody else believes in.
With this bloody thing. We will lay my mother to rest Saturday. But Christmas Day is on Saturday.
Yeah, it's also our first wedding anniversary ever.
Yeah, it's also my mother's first burial.
Exactly. See, now, the way people prioritize certain things when somebody has died is very, very interesting. So you can tell that these people, now this couple, season 1 rotates around him and her. They got married and our lead character ruined their Christmas. So it's the same day they're about to have the anniversary on that day, and it's the same day the funeral is going to happen. And to them, the anniversary is way more important than. You see how things play out? These are how things play out. Like usually when to some people, their jobs are more important. To some people, going to a cinema is more important. They don't, it plays out how humans, how we react to, how we prioritize certain things when something bad happens. And it's a common thing in all societies, I believe, not only African societies. So yeah, that's human beings.
Yeah, it's also our first wedding anniversary ever.
Yeah, it's also my mother's first burial ever.
Merry Xmas, family.
And there's usually that uncle or father that shows up. You've not been seeing them forever, and they pop up out of the blue, and everybody says, where has he been all this time? He doesn't answer calls. So that's our guy, this guy. So there's a wide variety of characters that are weird, funny. It's a fun thing to watch.
Dad needs money for an operation.
Beauty, the man has been a no-show your whole life.
What the actual? Moments before Ukoko passed on, she gave me this letter addressed to somebody in Durban. I was just trying to honor what your mother would have wanted. Is this the only lepek here in Durban? This man told us listen all the time. The lynching is like cold water. She is making my life completely unbearable.
I am the one who has to foot the bill for this funeral.
There goes Uncle Confused, Uncle Superstition, whatever you want to call him. There you go. They're trying to, it's a serious moment. They're trying to get a coffin. And this guy pops up. You can see.
Cash your credits.
Just for once, media can do.
And there's also this uncle that usually shows up in season 1.
Cash your credits.
Just for once, media.
This uncle usually shows up with a sheep. For some reason, he shows up with a sheep everywhere he goes. It's a funny thing to watch. It's a fun thing to watch. So what happens usually, sometimes in funerals in Africa, people fight for the body. In most cases, sometimes it's because they don't agree on where to bury, or sometimes they don't agree on who should hold the casket. So there's usually these fights around funerals in African societies. I don't know if it's the same thing in other societies around the world. You can let me know in the comments. But in Africa, it's a common thing. And it's what is being reflected here. Drama unfolding. And in the body, you know. Yep, that's how to ruin Christmas. So basically, honestly, I loved it. It's been around for a while since, and this is just season 2. And I'm not going to go through all the trailers for all the seasons. There's season 1 and there's also season 3. Season 2 is my favorite because it has all this drama. Instead of Christmas fun, it turns into a funeral, which is very wicked, very, very wicked. And everybody that showed up, they have to be at the funeral, and all these weird characters around it. So something else that I wanted to mention around, something tragic happened to this production itself in South Africa. Something very tragic. And I have the feeling, I'm not sure, but I have the feeling it's why they don't have season 4 or 5. Something tragic happened. If I'm to backtrack a bit to this moment, so the lead character, she passed. Unfortunately, she passed. May her soul rest in peace. She's a great actor. In my opinion, she had a big future for her in acting, in her acting career. Because then, if you come to think of it, I haven't shown you, of course, the trailer to the other seasons, but this thing was rotating around her. She's the one that was ruining Christmas. And probably maybe there are other certain reasons as to why they didn't proceed with, season 4 or season 5. But to me, I feel like her passing was a huge blow to the entire production. Under unknown circumstances, she was found in her room, dead in her house. They were on set, and she excused herself that she wasn't feeling well. And this is based off like articles that were written by media outlets in South Africa. She excused herself. She wasn't feeling well, and the next thing you know, they find her they didn't see her on set for days. Found her in her room in her house. She was already dead. Nobody knows what happened. They ruled it out as suicide. There's also some theories, allegedly, that she was found with blood on her certain parts of the body, and also gushing out of her mouth. Allegedly, that's what they say. But it's very sad. If you watch this on Netflix for Africa, I don't know, maybe Netflix on Africa, Africa on Netflix, or maybe, I don't know if it goes beyond Netflix, this thing, for most of our friends in Africa to watch. But yeah, it was a huge blow. This was one of the, to me, we watch so many Christmas films from the West for the most part, and no pun intended. They're good films, but most of the Christmas culture is it doesn't have they're not too relatable. And this thing was very, very relatable. This thing was very relatable in a way that how Africans, how we behave around Christmas, how much of a big deal it is. And it's so sad that the lead actress, she died. May her soul rest in peace. But yeah, this thing is fun to watch. It's fun to watch because so many relatable moments. And I hope they do like a season 4 or 5 best of somebody else who might ruin Christmas. Who knows? Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about Christmas in Africa or the drama that unfolds. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed, give the video a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one.